If you want to join India's newest political movement, leave your resume at the door. You won't need it for the Cockroach Janta Party. Instead, the application process requires two very specific traits. First, you must be chronically, thoroughly unemployed. Second, you must possess a profound level of laziness, a desire to fix the nation, provided you don't actually have to leave your bed to do it. You also need to be online 24/7. Whether you're eating, resting, or hiding in the bathroom, your eyes must be glued to a screen. And finally, you have to know how to channel your anger, not by shouting at rallies, but by crafting targeted memes designed to irritate the political establishment. The party uses a household pest as a mascot and openly refuses to campaign in the real world. Yet this digital-only group has rapidly amassed over 1 million followers across social media. Why would an entire generation of educated, ambitious young adults willingly adopt the identity of an insect? The answer lies in the reality they live in. Millions of Indian youth are trapped in a cycle of exposed paper leaks, delayed hiring, and suddenly canceled exams. Because of these institutional delays, graduates are literally aging out of their eligibility windows for government jobs. They spend their prime years filling out forms, only to hit the age limit before ever receiving a paycheck. The comedy of the CJP relies entirely on the reality of this socioeconomic tragedy. Without the widespread failure of the job market, the satire wouldn't have an audience. The exact flashpoint happened on May 15th. During a Supreme Court hearing regarding individuals holding fake professional degrees, a very specific choice of words was made. The Chief Justice of India referred to people corrupting the system with these fake credentials as cockroaches and parasites. The court later clarified the statement was aimed strictly at fraudsters, but frustrated, unemployed youth, feeling discarded by the state, adopted those words as a direct reflection of how the establishment views their degrees and struggles. A passing legal metaphor inadvertently weaponized the resentment of an entire demographic. Enter Abhijit. He's a 30-year-old mastermind currently studying for his master's degree in public relations at Boston University. He wasn't an amateur. From 2020 to 2023, he was working behind the scenes on the social media strategy team for the Aam Aadmi Party, helping run their highly successful meme-based political campaigns. The day after the Chief Justice's comments, Abhijit posted a simple Google form on X. Within hours, thousands of angry young internet users had filled it out, officially registering their dissent. By applying professional political PR tactics to scattered online venting, he channeled a wave of unstructured frustration into an organized digital faction. The party's lazy facade hides a highly developed political critique. Their official manifesto targets the specific loopholes that allow the current system to ignore them. Their first major demand is an absolute ban on post-retirement government appointments. If politicians or bureaucrats leave their chairs, they would no longer land in another state-appointed job, ending the cycle of institutional favors. This chart illustrates their demand for gender representation. They want to scrap the 33% quota and mandate full 50% parity for women in government immediately. Next, they target the media. They demand that news networks focus on inflation and unemployment rather than manufacturing theatrical debates for TRP ratings. They also advocate for strict anti-defection rules to stop politicians from switching teams immediately after an election has concluded. This supposedly satirical manifesto acts as an itemized audit of India's structural democratic failures. The Cockroach Janta Party has zero intention of appearing on a ballot. They operate as a digital opposition force, designed solely to hold a mirror up to the system. In India, a cockroach is an entity that the system beats, steps on, and chases away. And yet no matter how many times it gets smashed with a slipper, it stubbornly refuses to die. A marginalized demographic has taken a derogatory slur and turned it into a badge of indestructible resilience. Not long ago, the discourse among educated Indian youth was about career aspirations and future dreams. Today, they feel they must identify as pests just to capture the government's attention. Dismissing this movement as a temporary internet joke ignores the depth of the grievances fueling it. When an entire generation trades traditional political participation for organized satire, it serves as the ultimate proof that they no longer trust the system to work for them.